Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another exciting episode of POW!
Only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right.
Kadagaya, I'm Analytic Model. Welcome back to week 1 of POW! As I said, week 1 is here and we are facing the Slovenia Slowbros are facing off against the Scrotum Lotad, or no, it's Lottum Lotad for Mr. Saigai. He was formerly known as the coach of the Pathetic Pichus or Amsterdam Rams, whichever you might know him, whichever name you might know him under. But yes, Saigai is here, Saigai is now, Saigai is ready. And this is the team we are bringing. It's not a live commentary because Saigai wanted us to be the first battle of the league, which is why I couldn't really record a live, when we had the battle, because we did it on Monday already. Of last week, I think. Last week, Monday. Yeah, but anyway, this is the team. By the way, if you don't know what my team looks like, go check out the team analysis. I did that, a quick little team analysis on that shit. So let me hide that. And yes, basically, this is the team we are bringing, and I'm gonna show you the replay later. This is the team we brought. And first, it was Meryl Streep, the Mudsdale. Shout out to the FDSL. And shout out to Agronics for Meryl Streep, the horse. Okay, so it's a defensive set with 136 HP. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't say that, but let me see. Saigai's team consists of, and it is, let me open it up right here. It is Victini. It is something else. It is something else. No, okay, so he has Mega Scissor, Victini, Komodo, Alolan Muck, Jolteon, Gastrodon, Drifblim, Nihilego, Serperior, Primarina, and Komala with the Fire Z. Now, first off, if you saw my team analysis, it is somewhat fire weak. So, Choice Bandit V-Crate, I knew he was going to bring Choice Bandit, and spoilers, he brought Choice Bandit V-Crate Victini, because it just claims a kill pretty much every single time. And this is why the EVs are there. This is a guaranteed... I guarantee live a V-Crate with Mudsdale after Stealth Rocks. If he decides to get those up with this set, it guaranteed lives a Bandit V-Crate. And Earthquake, of course, knocks it out. And this is basically my main setter, Stealth Rock setter. Rest, just in case I need some more HP, and because I have Heal Bell later on, you're gonna see that. Roar is nice to shuffle his team around, because Victini has a problem of, it can only have so many switches. So that was kind of my play, trying to get Stealth Rocks up, because that's gonna, damage, it takes 25%, so that would be nice. Which, speaking of Victini, Roar is all around nice, and Stealth Rock and Earthquake, of course, for stab. Speaking of Victini, this is the only check on my team for Victini, and it is in fact Bubble Buddy. The Araquanid Water Bubble is such an amazing ability, honestly. It halves the damage of water type moves, of fire type moves, and I have Rocky Helmet on him. Why Rocky Helmet? Because as I said, two hits of Rocky Helmet mean that it can only switch to Stealth Rocks 3 times. Victini, and that's nice because Victini doesn't have any reliable recovery. But yeah, Rocky Helmet, as I said, Scald, Toxic, Rest, and Sleep Talk. Just because, as I said, Rocky Helmet chip is super nice. The spread here is... okay, excuse me. 12 is just in case he would want to speed creep me with something that's slower than him. This is a guaranteed 3-hit KO. V-Crate, Bandit V-Crate is a guaranteed 3-hit KO. So yeah, that's a resist, my boy. That's a super resist, and that's nice. Rest, Sleep, Talk, as I said, just for longevity, because Rocky Helmet is nice and stuff and things, and yeah. Next we had Life Orb Crobat, which Adamant outspeeds everything. It does a lot of damage. Zen Helmet is there for the Nihilego. Brave Bird hits pretty much everything. Jolteon takes like 54%, even though it's a resist. Like the defense of Jolteon is not really the best. So Brave Bird does a lot of damage. U-turn for momentum boost is just generally nice. Next, Bubble Buddy. I did Bubble Buddy. Next, we got Demigod, the Scissor Fire type. This is mainly here for stuff like Superior and Mega Scissor. This is always a switch into Mega Scissor, and I can U-turn doesn't do too much. If he Swords Dances, I outspeed, I resist the Bullet Punch. Shadow Ball is there for the Victini, and Grass Pledge for Gastrodon, and that's basically it. Coverage that hits everything decently hard. Parting Shot, of course, is always nice for some momentum, and yeah, this was just enough speed for something on his team. I'm not really sure what right now, but yeah, speed creeping something. Base 80s, I think base 80s are which is like what's a base 80 on? No, base 85 actually, which is like Komodo and then Driflim if it's not Unburden, and yeah, and Kamala as well, I think. So that's the Demigod. It doesn't have any recovery, which is why I wanted to have a Wish Passer as well. So there we have a specially defensive Mercy, the Audino Wish, Heal Bell, Protect, and Toxic. Fully on special defensive, in case he would bring, like, I don't know, specially offensive something. Primarina or for Jolteon, it just soaks up all the hits and gets them back with Regenerator, Wish, Heal Bell, as I said. Wish is nice to pass into anything else, like Meryl Streep appreciates a Wish, so does Araquanid and Demigod, and yeah, that's it. Basically just here. And finally we have a choice card Jirachi, again 297 speed to outspeed Komodo, and stuff like that. U-turn, Iron Head, Heart Stamp, and Fire Punch. Heart Stamp because it's better than Zen Hut, but it has more chance of a flinch. Fire Punch is just in case it would come to a 1v1 with a Scissor. It does like 54% to a defensive one, which is nice, you know, and it can burn. But yeah, just Disco Star all around. Just general coverage, and Iron Head is nice too. It outspeeds everything on his team apart from, you know, Scarf. Anything that outspeeds it. No, that means fucking Superior, Nihilego. We don't outspeed that. But if they are not Scarf, then yes, then we do outspeed them. Now, let me see here. Slovenia Slowbros. This is the team we brought. This is the team he brought. Victini. Again, I'm thinking, when going into the match, Victini, looking at it, V-Crate, Bandit V-Crate, yes, something dies. So Bubble Buddy is kind of needed for that. Bubble Buddy, I need Bubble Buddy a lot. Primarina can be Specs, but I can always, if it's Specs, I can always like switch into my Audino, because Audino takes a hit. I can Protect, scout it out. If it's Specs, what's it locked into, then, you know, switch accordingly, maybe into Jirachi, Crobat, or Bubble Buddy, depending on what it locks itself into. Next, Alolan Muck is kind of a problem, because apart from Mudsdale, I don't have anything to kill it with. And it's fat and it can take a lot of hits. Jolteon, not really the biggest of problems, especially with specially defensive Audino and my Mudsdale. Nihilego as well. Mudsdale kind of checks it. It has to have Grass Knot, and Grass Knot even then does like 70% maximum, so I can take a hit and return and kill it with Earthquake. And Superior in the end, as long as my Crobat is alive, this should be fine, and my Silvally, they are both necessary for the Superior to not sweep me with Leaf Storm. And looking at the team, I can see I saw straight up from the beginning, after I weakened the Victini, my Jirachi has a good chance of sweeping straight up, because it does a lot of damage. Nihilego dies, everything is 2-hit KO'd. And yeah, I decided to lead off with my Mudsdale, because I wanted Stealth Rocks up, as I said in the when explaining the team. I wanted Stealth Rocks up as soon as possible for the Victini, and looking at the team, Superior is the only thing with Defog, which I don't think. If he brought it, you know, that's nice for him, but yeah. Leading off with Mudsdale, as I said, and he leads off with Mug. Now, I just wanted to set up Stealth Rocks. He goes for Taunt, actually. So that was quite a ballsy play. Quite a ballsy play on his part. Okay, let me stop this. This is going too fast. Quite a ballsy play, since Earthquake would have done a lot of damage, if not knocked the Mug out. So I'm thinking, okay, wow. Now he can stay in the second time around, which means he's probably going to go into a Ground Resist, which the only ground resist on his team is the Superior. So I pull a kind of an aggressive double into my Crobat, predicting him to go into Superior, which he in fact does switch into Superior. I go into my Crobat, and now Brave Bird is absolutely free. I go for Brave Bird, bam, 53. That looks like a hit KO, which actually I never calced. Let me see, I never calced that Crobat. I never calced what the roll was. So yeah, Mug, Alolan, he was physically defensive Mug. So let's just say bold, because why not? I guess I got max roll if he was fully bold. I got the max roll the first time around, which I thought, you know, let's get this roll once again. Come on, let's get this roll once again, and I don't get it. He lives. I don't know his exact spread, but yeah. Now my Crobat's is dead, which could be kind of problematic. Honestly, I should have either roosted here or U-turned out into probably Savali. But anyway, damage is nice. Or no, actually into my Mudsdale. I should have Mudsdale up. Yeah, but that's fine. You know, Crobat goes down. Still not the biggest of problems. He knocks off my Life Orb, but he's now very weak. And I go into my Jirachi, and I just decide to U-turn out, because U-turn killed at that point. I could then get something in, like let's say at maybe my Savali, if he let it die, but he decides to switch out, and I go into my Jirachi. As I said, I U-turn out into my Mudsdale, because I know I take one hit for sure. And he actually, you guys can see this. Okay, go slower. He bolt strikes here. I thought he was making mad predictions, but he wasn't. It was a misclick, so that was a super unfortunate misclick. I just decided to set up Stealth Rocks again, because if he goes for V-Create, I can switch into my Araquanid, and then I can just throw off a Toxic or whatever. But yeah, I decided to throw up my Stealth Rocks here after his unfortunate misclick. Which he has to switch out now, because he's in fact Choice Bandit. Sacks off the Mug. I went for Roar because I knew he has to switch out. So if he wanted to go go into Superior, that's fine. I just Roar him out. He goes into this. I go into my Mercy, the Audino, because I can take a hit. Here I see that he has Specs straight up. I click Protect to get some leftovers back. He predicts me. I think I watched his video already. He predicted me to go Jirachi there, so he switches into his Victini. I protect, which is not a problem for me. I can protect again to get some more leftovers. Kind of annoying, but you know what? It is what it is. And we see here he locks himself into V-Create. That's nice. And my Bubble Buddy is still healthy, full on healthy. That is a fabulous switch. So bam, the big red button does 45. As I said, it is a guaranteed 3-hit KO, and he takes Rocky Helmet, which is nice. I just throw off a Toxic as he switches into his Alicia. Now here, I should have switched out again. I landed Toxic, but I should have switched out again because my Bubble Buddy was necessary. But for the Victini, I mean, Victini is now low. Victini is now in range of Iron Head as well. That's a good thing to note. After Stealth Rocks, it's now in range of Iron Head. So yeah, I should have switched out, but I just decided, you know what, maybe it's not gonna kill. Honestly, I overestimated the bulk on Araquanid, and I just dropped. But that's fine, because now I can go. I see he's locked in Moonblast. I can just go. What did I go into? I think I went into, yeah, I wanted to Wish Pass for a little bit. I click Wish. He goes into this. That's fine. Honestly, I should have gone into Jirachi there and started clicking Iron Head. But yeah, I rush past into my Jirachi now. It's fine. Leech Seed, it's fine. I can U-turn out, which I do in fact decide to U-turn out because it's my best play, and go into my Solidifyer, which is kind of a check to this. He goes for double Leech Seed. I guess a good prediction on his part, but I have Parting Shot, so he misses his Leech Seed here. Honestly, it didn't quite matter in the end, because he would have switched out probably anyway, and I had Parting Shot, so that wouldn't have been anything as well. So Alfonso saying unfortunately, unfort in the chat, it wasn't really that much of an unfort. Now go into my Jirachi freely. I'm at 88%, which means that it's nice. It is super nice. So Iron Head does a lot of damage. Now here I decided, okay, here I decided to stay in. Why did I decide to stay in? If he was Choice Specs Jolteon, the max roll he could do with Shadow Ball, even if he was modest, was 87%. 87% modest Jolteon choice picks does to a Jirachi, to my set Jirachi. And as you can see, I'm at 88. So I decided, you know, I can stay in and finish him off. And there's of course a chance of flinch. I'm not gonna deny I didn't go for that, but it's honestly there's no reason for me to switch out. So I just click Iron Head again, and I do get a lucky flinch. But as I said, that didn't matter because I would have killed the Jolteon in the next turn. So this flinch didn't matter as much. Or let's say I didn't get flinched, I live on like 6% HP. Bam. Now this is if I do live this, I would go, honestly, I would go into my Silvally. Because I would save my Jirachi. I saw that my Jirachi has the potential. The Primarina was in range of an Iron Head. The Victini dies to an Iron Head. And the frigging dies to an Iron Head as well. So I would have just switched out if I were low, if the Jolteon broke through. So here I flinch again. I'm at like full HP. The Serperior can't really touch me. He can go for Leech Seed, but he's not gonna do much. So I flinch again. Leech Seed when done, he would have died into another one. So Leech Seed didn't, like, the second flinch didn't really matter, or the first one. Only one flinch mattered in the end of the day, but I still would have gotten into Silvally if the Jolteon hadn't have flinched. So yeah, and Silvally probably got Leech Seeded. I just multi-attacked or whatever. But yeah, two lucky flinches. I guess one mattered. That's what I'm saying. Only one mattered. And Jirachi just kind of cleans up, and it is currently the MVP of the week 1 of the league. It's currently the MVP of the league. And that's it. Slovenia Slowbros grab it nice and juicy W versus Saigai, the Scrotum Lotad. Or no, the Lottum Lotad. And that's super nice. I'm excited for that. Bam, bam, booyah, kasha. If you're excited for that shit as well, bam, splash on them haters. Leave a like down below. And as always, you know, thank you for watching. Share it to your friends. And be sure to watch for week 2. When we take on the Ferris State Boaters and their coach, Ultimately Unlucky. The link to Saigai's channel will be in the description as well, so you can go check out his perspective. He did a live commentary, so if you want to do that, go check it out. I will probably link the actual video in the description, so go check out his perspective, see what he thought. I'm an old dude now. I guess I was an old dude. But yeah, anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Share with your friends because that is always appreciated. And yeah, bye-bye.